Okay, we're taking a look here at Sophie's butterfly. I have Sophie on the left screen, and an Olympic trial qualifier. Her name's Taylor Pike on the right. She's actually, I think she was top 8 in the 200 fly at Olympic trials. And there's just a couple of differences here as we go through kind of frame by frame. And the first frame that you look at right here, you can actually already notice a difference that their head position's about the same, but you can see that Taylor's hands haven't entered yet. She's still reaching out forward ahead of her body. And you can see that we're pretty quick to get those hands in and kind of drive down just a little bit here. And we just want to make sure that as the head, drives down, the arms are still kind of reaching out forward in front of us as opposed to going down in the water. But really the main thing here as we go through frame by frame and just take a look at Taylor's hip position, chest position, and hand position. It's the butterfly triangle that we're looking at. It kind of creates this inverted triangle here. And I've named it the butterfly triangle over the years. And you can kind of see as we go through, Sophie has it. It's just not nearly, as noticeable. It's kind of out a little bit wider here than the triangle. The head really does want to force itself down almost, to the maximum point. And the hands want to reach forward a little bit, but she's doing a decent job with it. We just need to make sure that we continue it, making sure that we're driving the head down as much as we can. You can also notice that, let's back it up here a little bit. Okay, so both girls are pretty much relatively in the same position here. You can just watch how quickly Taylor gets that head right back in the water compared to how Sophie just kind of leaves it up there a little bit. And if we really rewind it, we can kind of just see, watch on the right, I'll do this a couple times here. If you watch on the right how quickly Taylor can get through, she's taking a ton more strokes, okay? And a lot of that just has to do with that head position, not leaving it up as long. You can kind of see just, if you watch her head, just how it drives down in the water after each breath. And just driving every single time, barely getting up enough and then bringing it right back down. And if you take a look at the left now, and if you just watch Sophie, and we can kind of slow it down a little bit here. Okay, when she goes to take that breath is just, it's a lot more vertical. She's lifting up. And when the head lifts that far up, it's hard to bring it right back down. So we got to make sure that, that's the big reason why we do the drill, the NB or NGB drill. It's no breath and then goggles and then breath, and it's really to get the head to shoot forward, this way, driving the chin forward as opposed to kind of lifting the head and lifting the body up here. Because when the head comes all the way up like that, it's really hard to get it back down. And you can see as we go through frame by frame, and we can kind of enlarge it here. It's just we're getting so vertical. Instead of pushing forward, we're kind of getting that vertical feel, and then it's really hard to get that head back down in time, and you can see that her hands are entering with her head. If we're just pushing the chin forward and going this way, then the head can come down much quicker. It picks up tempo, it keeps the body in position, it does everything. So this is pretty important. We just want to make sure that head, we're driving forward here as opposed to bringing our body up this way, Other than that, I really like the kick is just the drive. You can see that the kick is driving down below the body line. That is outstanding. The farther we can drive that is kicked down, the more propulsion that the feet generate. So I really like that. Here is a really good look at what the arms are doing, and again, as she gets older, it's going to be a lot easier. She's not exactly the strongest person just yet, upper body wise, but that'll change later on. You can see the elbows are kind of dropping here like this. We want to make sure that the elbows stay up and the hands come down, so we kind of create this pocket all the way from our hands all the way up to our armpit that pulls water back behind us. And when the elbows are down like that, it kind of contributes. You can kind of see slipping through the water from the elbow on down to the hand. You're kind of slipping through the water, so we're not grabbing as much as we can at that point, But again, big thing, and this breath right here might be the best one as far as just showing you, how far you actually come up and vertical out of the water. You're way too high up out of the water. I mean, we're in this position here instead of, and the feet still want to be down like that, but we want the body driving forward here. Okay.